Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Well, that's why I'm still in bed with my dog. Me? I'm FayWhat, and welcome back to the FayWhat Show, the only show where we spill the queer tea from my bed. This program was created by Hotspots Happening Out, and the FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand. In 2025, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It's the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out Television Network's Queer News Tonight is celebrating over 11,000 television stories and 11 million streaming views so far in 2025. Hotspots Happening Out will be producing some of the most incredible LGBTQ plus events, including Wilton Manor, Stonewall Pride, Parade and Festival, and Pride Fete. We represent the same model of PBS and NPR. We are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It is Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, and I hope you're having a great gay Thanksgiving week. You know, I'm currently away at home, hanging around with a bunch of dogs, but don't worry, I'll be back next week live. And in the meantime, we have some fantastic episodes lined up featuring topics that maybe you missed.
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl, sunbeams, drag queens, L-word, is that girl, the girl of all our dreams. She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton is that girl. Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
First is this blast from the past. I talked to him last year, right? It's Drake Vaughn, okay? So I spoke to him at the Fab Scout set about a year and some change ago, and he's set to take on 1,000 bottoms. You heard me right? So here's the big interview in bed with FayWhat, GayVN winner Drake Vaughn. Here at the FayWhat Show, we bring you interesting interviews with incredible people from our community. Today, we celebrate the recent GayVN Awards winner for Favorite Twink and Favorite Cock, Drake Vaughn. Watch this. Coming to you live from the incredible Fab Scout right here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm your girl Faye, and I'm hanging out with this hottie. This real big hottie. His name is Drake Vaughn. How are you, baby boy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So they call you, what is it, a twunk?
Yeah.
A twunk.
Well, I call myself that.
You call
I call me a
yourself?
twink, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I love the twunk. Like, you're bringing like new phrases to, you know, the industry. So twunk is kind of like a twink hunk
Yeah, exactly.
or a twink with muscles.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle,
Right in the
like
middle,
there.
yeah.
I love that. How long have you been in the business, Drake?
I would say 2 years now.
Okay, wow. So does that make you a pro? 2 years?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would consider myself a pro.
Okay, all right. Do you see the differences between like how you act on screen 2 years ago in comparison to now?
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't even, like, want to look at my old videos. Sometimes I'll be, like, watching them, and I'm just like, man. It was, you know, getting into the industry, it was very unexpected how everything's operated and how everything's moved around, and it was just totally different. It's all about your mental and how you go into it.
Yeah,
Having the right mindset will definitely make sure that you have the best performances.
I get that. I totally see that. And so now you're in it 2 years, and you know, Edge Media called you the biggest rising star. Dude, that's huge.
Yes, they did. I saw that.
Yeah, I love that big smile when I tell him that. He's like, yeah, they did say that. And what? But they don't say that shit to anybody. You know what I mean?
No,
like, those
yeah.
are big words. Like, when you read that, did you say, wow, okay, this solidifies that I'm doing the right thing, that I want, that I'm getting into the industry that I should be in?
Yeah, honestly, seeing stuff like that is just, it's such a great motivator to try harder, work harder, and it's such a good thing for your morale too, because you just, when you see things like that, you just want to go, wow, I did that. What else can I do? Can I do more?
Yeah. Yeah. And you challenge yourself at the
Exactly.
same time. You know, and I know that you don't want to see the stuff you did 2 years ago, but our fans love the shit you did 2 years ago. They eat
Dude,
that up.
I love it. I still,
love it.
to this day, but I loved when you were in so-and-so. I loved when you were in this. I was like, I did it. I didn't love it when I was in that. I was like, but, you know, more power to you.
But you're the worst. I think that we're our worst critic when it
We
comes
are.
to that. You know what I mean? I definitely think that. I read somewhere that they called you the Baconator. Okay? And I instantly thought of a fucking burger because, again, I'm just a hungry lesbian, right?
Yeah.
The Baconator.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
Tell me this
that
shit.
doesn't- that-
Explain this to me.
There's it involves another topic that I can't get into.
Oh, okay. Listen, he's a vegan now, and now he can't talk about bacon, all right? That shit happens. Listen, you have to be true to your other vegetarians out there. Don't be upset, Drake. I totally get it. OnlyFans, okay? You're also on OnlyFans, and you're a big, like, supporter of OnlyFans, where you're like, I am happy. I love my connection with my fans on OnlyFans. You know, do you still feel that way?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think once I finally was able to fully embrace myself into the industry and OnlyFans and take it seriously and put it into full throttle, that's kind of when I started seeing the results that I wanted to see. Now I'm at a point in OnlyFans and just in the industry as a whole where I always wanted to be. You know, stuff I was like, I want to shoot for the stars. Now I'm at the stars.
Oh, I love that. Okay, what is something that 2 years ago, right? You were like, oh, that'll never happen. I hope that happens, but that'll never happen.
Probably-
That's already happened.
Just the amount of fans I have on OnlyFans and the amount of money I'm making. I think that's kind of what I will, you know.
Well, you have a million followers on Twitter. A million bitches, okay, with an M. All right? And in 2 years, like, that's amazing, Drake.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of creators who are not even, they've been in the industry for like longer than that, and they haven't really been able to achieve that success. And I think that success just comes from, like, you know, the amount of work that I put in. I mean, I work every single day.
Do you
I
really?
wake up, I think about it, I go to bed, I'm working. Like, it's nonstop.
Yeah. So have you always been open about your body, like growing up? Like, were you just like shirt off, let's skinny dip, or I'll show you mine if you show me yours? Like,
I actually wasn't. I was very, you know, kind of just like, I wouldn't say normal, but more how like people actually act when it comes to nudity and stuff. And even when I was first starting out in the industry, I was very private about it. I didn't let like friends and family know what I did.
really?
Yeah, no, when I first started out, I was very low key about it. I was kind of keeping it under wraps. And then after a while, I finally embraced it, and I just like was like, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I do. And once that happened, it just became so much easier.
And so much more comfortable, I think, also. Like, you let that go and you stopped doing it for other people and you did it for you and your fans. kind of
Exactly,
deal, you know?
exactly.
Is your family supportive?
Yeah, they're supportive. I mean, we don't really discuss into details that much.
It's not something you watch Friday night together, like with popcorn and freaking pizza. It's not that kind of a party, but they know you're making money. They know that you're safe, right? And they're supportive with you on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So something that most of my viewers want to know is, are you gay?
Am I gay? Oh, yeah.
Are you gay? Are you a bottom? Are you a top? Are you a verse? How do you like it? We need to know.
I would have to say, you know, look, money sexual.
You're money sexual. You see? I'm telling you, this age, right, just comes up with these new terms, and we just have to use them and embrace them and love them because they're freaking dope. Okay, that's it. So you're money sexual. So is that like the new way to say gay for pay?
No.
Or is that the way to say bi?
I would say I'm pretty fluent with my sexuality. You know.
Okay.
I'm not very discriminatory. I've done everything. I've enjoyed everything. I've liked everything. So, you know, I'm not one who, I don't really think labels are necessary. I don't think they're like necessary for a lot of people. I think they're just kind of stupid to like, you're this.
Just somebody on the box.
Yeah, I think we should all be able to just do what we want to do and, you know, have fun with it.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anything that you won't do?
I'm a top, so I mean, I like to be in the dominant position. I don't like to really submit. I just like to, you know, be on the.
You're the boss, baby. You're
Yeah,
the boss.
exactly.
Okay.
So I won't like bottom, or I won't do anything that kind of puts me in that position of submissiveness.
No, I got it. That's not your role. That's not how you roll. I totally get it.
The GayVN awards are coming up, right? And I read somewhere that you're up for like a zillion awards, like 7 or 8 awards. Like,
Oh yeah, the Grabbies.
yes, the Grammys. Yes. Tell me
So-
about those. You don't gotta tell me what you're up for, but I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what, 8? That's a lot.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's an honor. Last year it was great too. I was nominated. This year I'm actually hosting too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Have you hosted something like this before?
No, this is gonna be my first time hosting.
All right.
Like this.
So as someone that hosts a million things, I'm gonna give you a couple pointers.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Don't look at anybody. Imagine everybody naked.
Okay.
And that'll just help with
Really?
things. Yeah. Read a teleprompter slowly and just enunciate the words and go with it.
Okay.
You know, don't let nobody rush you.
I will actually no. I will take that. Last year at the GayVNs, I was actually on stage for a little bit, just announcing an award, but I wasn't really like hosting it, so I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, no, but this
But I
is,
have been on stage before for porn.
okay. But this is a lot more.
Yeah,
Like you're gonna have to
yeah,
read and
actually-
present people and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Is there anybody that you are looking forward to seeing?
Honestly, yeah, just my trophies when I win.
Okay. Mentors, is there anybody that you grew up watching?
In terms of porn.
Yeah.
No, I'll be honest. I'm actually like when I would watch porn when I was growing up. I mean, I would just kind of skip through the dialogue, go straight to the penetration. You know, I was never really worried about who I was watching or what the performers or the sites were called. I was just pull up my phone, pull up some amateur stuff. So I was never really like, yeah, So when I started getting into porn, it was way different than I kind of thought it was going to be.
How so?
Um,
Did you think it was more scripted? Did you think it was
I
going
thought
to be
it-
like more rigid?
I thought it was. I was surprised on how how much acting goes into it. How much.
You thought it was just, we're effing. That's it.
No,
Woohoo!
it's actually work. Like you're actually working. You actually have to put effort,
Yes.
time, and your body and everything. There's so much that goes into it that people probably don't even realize. The angles, you have the camera, everything. It's just totally different than what you would expect.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, and, I read somewhere that, and like I said before, about you loving your fans and appreciating your fans, And so tonight you're actually going to be at the Boy, which is, a huge club here in South Florida. The boys love it. The guys that dance are just ridiculously hot and adorable. And you're going to be there front and center. This is different than your OnlyFans when you're kind of behind a screen, Drake. Like you're there. They could spit on you. You could spit on them. You could feel their sweat. They could touch your body. Like, how do you prepare for that in comparison to a role?
I just go in there with the mindset like, I'm owning this, I'm taking it over. This is my event. This is like, so people are here to see me. I mean, this event is gonna be great. I've had so many people messaging me, oh my God, I can't wait to see you at the Boy. It's gonna be great. I could finally meet you. So I think this is like a great opportunity for people to finally, just
See
see me in person in the flesh. And
Yeah, no, and feel your energy because, you're handsome. He obviously does a great job, 1 million people out there, right? But to just be in your energy, right? And to feel
Yeah.
how you are as a completely different animal. Do you, you have 1 million followers on X, which is Twitter. Do you have any thoughts about Elon Musk?
Honestly,
Why you smile like that? Because you have some negative shit to say
I
and you don't
don't.
want to say it because of the camera. I get it.
I don't. I think he's great. He's awesome. He's given us. I mean, he didn't invent X, obviously. But he's allowed us to use the platform and to grow on it. Like, and there's not a lot of, which I like. There's not a lot of rules on it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of restrictions. There's not a lot of censorship, which I'm all for. So I think he's running it in a way where it definitely helps us content creators and people in the industry shine and have a spotlight for sure.
Any thoughts of like in the future directing or producing or getting to like another side of this whole animal?
Yeah, honestly, I really enjoy this industry, and I could definitely see myself behind the camera.
Any home movies of your own?
Oh yeah, I think I've recorded like some videos for my friends before, so
Wait a minute, what do you mean for your friend? My birthday's coming up, right? Like, hey, make me a video.
No, like I've been behind the camera in terms of like, helping friends direct their OnlyFans videos and record them, get the angles and everything. So I do have a little bit of experience with that, but I definitely do see myself, being more engulfed in the industry, because you'd be surprised, a lot of like producers now and directors and cameramen, they're actually ex-performers or they've done some sort of like stuff in the industry before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very common, and it probably actually works out in their favor since they know what it's like to be on the other side of the camera.
Exactly. Nobody knows what it's like, unlike another person that has done the same thing. So let's talk about some new kids on the block, right? Someone starting off right now. What would you tell them as a piece of advice getting into this industry?
Honestly, keep your head up. Don't let anyone bring you down. It will be hard at first. Just stay confident. Stay, just stay consistent too. I know that's a thing a lot of people are gonna say, but consistency matters. It means a lot. I know you're probably gonna, also don't burn yourself out. I mean, that's a very thing that could happen too. And once you burn yourself out, then you can't stay consistent.
Yeah. And that's hard because you're saying, okay, stay consistent, work, be out there, let them see your work, but also take care of you.
Yes.
Make sure that you
find
have
a balance.
That's got to be freaking hard as shit.
It is hard, especially for me. I can never find that balance. So
Yeah.
I can't say because I sometimes feel like I get burned out, but I'm like, gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, I want this so much that I'm going to stay consistent. Are you in a relationship right now, Drake?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Not the easiest to have a relationship in this industry,
It's not. I would say I have like...
Your friends with benefits?
Yeah, I would say I have my people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they understand how you do what you do. They don't get jealous or anything like that.
Well,
We're still
I don't blame them for being jealous. I mean, I would be jealous. Like, I get it,
Yeah.
Like, I personally, don't know if I could date someone like me,
Yeah.
So I give them a lot of respect for, putting up with me because I don't know if I could do the same.
No.
Knowing what I do.
Yeah. No, but Drake, come on. Again, my wife, I always tell her all the time, you signed up for this. You knew what you were getting into, So someone that is wanting to spend time with you and share energy with you is going to know that you're kind of married to your job.
Exactly.
That's your first relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of people, I know a lot of performers, their biggest downfalls are letting relationships take over and putting their relationships first before their job. And then when that happens, that's when it all goes downhill. They'll sometimes quit because of their relationship. And then in the end, they always just break up. And it was never even worth it in the first place.
And then it affected your job.
You missed out on so much opportunities, money, everything. And then they come back and they're just...
Because you're a crazy psycho person that you just had to go out. That's the problem. Like, psycho people are so hot that you just want to date them.
Yeah.
But they're a mess for your life.
Quit everything.
Quit them completely. Drake, would you do me a favor and look into the audience and tell your viewers what you have in store for them for the next year or so?
Oh yes, I mean, I have a lot in store. Got a lot of collabs coming up, a lot of appearances.
You can unbutton your shirt while you say all in.
Oh yeah. Gotta get vertical in here. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of appearances. I'm hoping to travel more, a lot of content creation on all my platforms. It's going to be nonstop. You guys are never going to be not entertained. Just letting you know, I have lots of plans, lots of ideas, and yeah, it's going to be great.
I love that. I see you taking over, Drake. Seriously, okay? Keep your head straight how you have it right now. And by straight, I only use that loosely. Okay? Because that's the way to stay. We're here at Fab Scout, and Howard Andrew is just this amazing person that is always let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
He's always supportive, but also telling the boys what not to do, what not to get into, and stuff like that, and he does it for the betterment of your future career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some kids are like, stop telling me what to do, and it's always for your good.
Oh yeah.
And that's why your star will keep on rising because you're doing the right things.
Yeah.
So make sure that you follow Drake Vaughn on all social media outlets. He's doing big things, okay? Subscribe to his OnlyFans so you can get that nitty-gritty content. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. That's stuff that nobody's getting, okay?
Exactly.
All right? That's what's up. All right, thank you so much for being on the FayWhat Show. Right here, coming to you live from Fab Scout. Look at this. How dope is this? I'm your girl, FayWhat. We'll be right back.
This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next up, man, my girl, Jessica Wolverton. Jessica Wolverton from J Wolf Packs is a badass. Let's start off with that, right? But what people don't know is that she really had to talk me into this whole taking the deep, cold plunge. I was petrified. Take a look for yourself. Welcome back, my friends. I'm FayWhat, and this morning we're chilling. In the best possible way. You like that, Jess, right?
I like that one. That was good.
So, I've been talking about this incredible woman that's sitting next to me and all that she's all about, plus the Wolf Packs and its massive all-in-one mobile wellness unit. And, they were with me, okay? They were with me. They were with us. They were with a full group of us. And if you don't know what they are, it's a full spa on wheels, all right? Cold plunge, therapy, infrared sauna, pneumatic compression boots, and even leadership workshops all in one place. It's convenience and transformation all in one. And it really, really did have such an incredible effect on me. All right. So I took the plunge myself with Jamal Starks, my bestie Michelle, John Hayden, and my wife Teresa. And I was terrified, but it turned out to be the most invigorating, fear-shattering experience ever. And guiding us through it all was the visionary herself, Miss Jessica Wolverton. So we had to have her back to talk all about it. And, before we talk therapy, let me spotlight why Jessica is so uniquely qualified, all right? She's not just the founder of Wolf Packs. She's a former college basketball player who knows the challenges firsthand. That athletic mindset of grit, discipline, and leadership is woven through everything Wolfpacks does. Jessica, your experience on the court taught you teamwork under pressure. How does that translate into your work here with Wolfpacks?
What a good starter. I love that. Thank you. Okay. I love it.
No, because she's like, that's me, right?
I'm like, and cute. All right. So it's directly tied and correlated, right? It's all about mindset. And you just brought that up.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in the cold plunge and the sauna, doing tough things. It's all about mindset and breath work and having tools. And sometimes having that guidance, especially for your first time or second time, is really helpful, right? And understanding what's actually going on. Like biologically, right? Like, and the neurology that's going on. Just
the nervous system, like everything.
System. Oh my God, I can talk about the nervous system for too long. So, but that's exactly what it is, right? Because everything is stored in the nervous system, and we're talking about the sympathetic, parasympathetic. We were just talking about this, right? And how when it's activated in a way that your fight or flight response is going, you're in a fear state, right? And when you're doing it with other people, which you experience, right? You're there together, and having this shared experience also creates this chemical bond. Like, it really creates a bond. And you just touched on it. It was fear shattering for you. And I love that.
Oh my God, because I can't even tell you, okay, for folks who have never heard of it, what exactly is the cold plunge therapy, and why am I so obsessed with it right now?
So obsessed. Yes. So I love that you're obsessed with it. That means you have to come over and do it
I want to.
almost every day, kind of like me.
I'm just gonna have you park outside my house in North Miami.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So cold water immersion, right, is cold plunge. It's cold therapy, all of that. But what it does is you're getting into a temperature that's 40 plus degrees lower than your core body temperature, right?
Okay.
So, and that's where I like to talk about the temperature is important. Anywhere between 50 and 59 degrees is totally a cold plunge, and you receive all the same benefits, right? You don't need to be in that 40 degrees or the 30 degrees. Work your way up, right? Don't shock that nervous system too much by getting into 40-degree water. You're going to actually hate it, right? But you had a good experience because it was doable, right? And you were understanding, and I was talking you through like what was happening, like after the shock phase, the regulation phase, right?
Well, look, if you look on the screen right now, you'll see that's you talking me through it, because at that moment, I really wanted to get the F out. Okay, because it was freezing. Okay, and let me just tell you like what I'm feeling, right? I'm laying there. Mind you, it took a mindset and Jessica's words to get me in fully, right? Because I was like, okay, my feet are in. Okay, and you're like, you've got to get in. Oh,
It's gonna be worse if you if you just
and I'm
stand
like,
there.
little by little, and you're like, it's gonna be worse, right? And so like once I like kind of sat, my butt wasn't like on the floor. I was just
You were
kind of
holding
like,
yourself
yes,
up.
I was trying to like avoid and like still get a little bit of the humidity from the South Florida air at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm constricting everything.
Yep.
Okay. And so like a diamond could come out my ass at that moment because I'm so clenched up. Okay.
Right. No, for real.
And I don't notice it, but you notice it, right? And so you're like, okay, girl, all right, you're in it. The hardest part's already done. Now it's a matter of staying here. And I'm like, bitch, I want to get the hell out of here and run, right? And you're like, no, okay, just get past that. And what are you thinking about now? And look, you've already gone past 3 minutes. You know what I mean? This was the thought process that you were in. And like, if you look at that video, there was 9, 10 of us there, right? Right. Marcy, you, the 5 of us, right? There was like 6, 8 people.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I'm so cold and I'm so focused that there's only you and me.
Right.
I didn't notice anybody else around you.
Right.
Mind you, there is a naked, beautiful gay boy in front of me. My wife is in a cute little halter thing. I noticed nothing but what you're telling me at that moment.
Yeah.
And I wanted this to, I made a promise that I was going to give myself fully to this and try to do this because the little voice in my head was saying, run.
Yes. And that's your amygdala, like literally, right? If you go down, like that's your amygdala and that's the emotional part of your brain, that fight or flight, right? But then when you're physically activating that nervous system, right? Like everything we've been talking about, you through breath work, through talking through it and going out of your head and into your body, right? And I want to touch on that because we talked a lot about that, right? Of like, relax. So the clenching is like the worst thing you can do really because you're fighting it, right?
Yep.
And in your head, that's when you were really fighting it. And when you can, and I oftentimes will ask people to put their hand over their heart and their stomach and just feel their breath going in and out, right? And get out of their head and into their body. And if you've ever read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, right?
I love Eckhart Tolle, Oh my
God. So talking about being the watcher of your thinker when you're in there, right? Like thoughts are going to come up, right? And let them come up. Don't attach to them. Watch them. Notice. It's feedback for you, right? Like how you're responding, what you're going through. And then you finally really ended up relaxing your whole body. And then you're like, oh, I can say, how long did you end up doing?
Oh my God, I think I did like 10 minutes.
You did like at least 6.5. I remember 6.5. And then you were like, oh, I'm chilling.
No. And that's, so, like I said, I was, first of all, thank you for guiding me, guiding my wife, guiding our friends through such a powerful experience. It really was more than cold water, right? It was like, about courage, community, clarity. Like, I had these people that were super important to me and we went through this together. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we're all so different. I want to touch on Jamal for a second. So Jamal is usually in bed with me talking about topics, right? And he has like no body fat, right? He's a yogi, people go to look to him to go to yoga classes on Saturdays and stuff like that. He lives this. And for him to put it, he explained it like it was a meditation.
Yes. And so oftentimes when there are folks coming in doing like, or who have done yoga or actively participate, there's a state that you get into, right? It's a meditative state and people can activate that pretty quickly in a cold plunge and you're really in it and you're having a physical experience and a spiritual, a mental one, right? So when you can utilize your breath and you understand that because you practice it, right? Like Jamal, he immediately tapped into this meditative state. And I see that oftentimes with healing wellness practitioners, yoga instructors, and other people, right? And so it's a different experience for them. But it still activates all the same things, right? You can't get away from what it does physically and mentally to you because it's science backed. It's evidence.
Because it's science, and and so then I bring my wife who is a nurse, and then she brought this other, and then her questions for you were completely different than the ones that Jamal had for you, or different than the ones that John had for you. You know what I mean? And I mean, how do you like? I know that for me, I was waiting to be the last one because I was hoping that everybody would just notice that I didn't go, and then, you know, we would just move on, right? Like everybody went.
Like we wouldn't notice that you didn't
pack
go.
up and go.
Yeah, we wouldn't have noticed. No.
You know, so do you have like, or what you told me, is that what you tell everyone? Or do you like sit with yourself and say, okay, let me guide these people the best I can? You know,
Yeah.
I mean.
So, and I'm doing a lot of research on this because I don't even know how to fully talk about it yet, but there's like this space. One, know your audience, right? And like get to know them through asking some questions. And so I knew Jamal did X, Y, and Z just by asking what he did, right?
Yeah.
And like what he's passionate about. So I know that he has an understanding of breath work and other things, right? So knowing your audience and your wife being a nurse from the very scientific background and knowledge there, right? And having that type of conversation. So it's knowing your audience and then having the language to speak about it with every single person. But overall, I have the same conversation with everyone. And what I'm saying that I don't fully know how to express is this like co-regulation, this space that I get in. And you talked about it. You didn't notice anyone but me, right? And it's like I do a whole ritual beforehand. I do some sage and I have some crystals, right? But it's really like tapping into my gut and my body while someone's going through it. It does, and everyone responds differently. So I'm like reading a lot of their energetic response, facial, right? Like all of it. So then I notice very quickly if someone's in pain, right? Also, it's hard to not show that, but it's like, all right, where is it hurting? And then knowing a lot of the background behind that. So it's just really connecting with that person in the moment, honestly.
Yeah, but there's a lot of a spiritualism, right? Spirituality behind it also. You know what I mean? Like you would think, but you know what I mean? Like, okay, the science, right? We believe in science, all right? You're trying to take away all our vaccines. We believe in science, right? So that's my first go-to. The spiritual aspect was like the sprinkles on the cake for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I left there different, very wicked.
Yeah.
I am different because of you. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
I am different. All right. So I'm excited to let's watch one of the videos now.
Hey everybody, I'm John Hayden with my girlfriend
FayWhat
and my new friend
Jess Fulberton.
and we are here to check out your mobile spa, which is going to be a sauna, essential oils, and we're going to end with a cold plunge.
Correct.
Right. We like to call it more of a wellness center, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a traveling wellness facility. I call it a lounge because it feels like a lounge in here.
We're not just going to jump in. This is a process. Can you take us through it?
Absolutely. So this is going to be very intentional, right? It's an intentional process. It's not just running in and having no idea how to breathe through it. And what happens with our nervous system. So I actually will sit and talk you through what's happening as it's happening, right? So in the first 30 seconds, it's going to be the shock phase. So before we even put you in, I teach you a breathing technique. I ask you to get really intentional, very present with your body. And then I have you go in and you continue that breathing technique and I talk you through the steps as you're doing it, right? So after 30 seconds, breathing will feel normal. You'll still feel very cold. After a minute and a half, right, you're going to start feeling more numb. But after that 30 seconds, we're like, how can we get to a minute and a half faster, right? I know, yeah. So that 30 seconds, after that, it's a regulation phase, and you're just regulating your body, and you're bringing your own nervous system down. So if you're having, and it heightens your nervous system, and you're able to bring it back down, your heart rate's going to be lower than when you were before you even got in. You're going to feel really good, but it is very intentional.
But now, you talk about the time steps and the 30 seconds, the minute, but the goal is to not be focusing on the clock, right? The goal is to be in the moment.
In the moment and in the body. Very present. The cold plunge is going to get you out of your head and into your body. It's one of the easiest, fastest ways to get you out of your head and into your body. Jump in a cold plunge, right?
But we'll start in the sauna first.
Correct. Right? And then you'll really start feeling more steam.
I'm excited that we're in the sauna first, and then you use rose and tea tree, and like, you know, Jamal is all about like sensory things and about how the air feels on your skin, right? How you breathe. How you feel the rose like in your nose and your tea tree be a part of like the moment, you know? So Jess, thank you for making the moment for us, all right? I'm gonna turn off recording so we can all feel the moment and take it all in. Thank you for giving us an intentional moment to just stop, right? Appreciate, be in gratitude. Thank you so much for giving us that. So that was the first part where that was the second part, because when we came in through the beginning of the trailer, right? There was there was incense going, there was music going. That was where you can sit down and get those massages on your legs and stuff like that. The compression therapy. I know, like the second I turned around, my wife and Michelle were in those chairs like nobody's business, you know?
Like, let's go.
Because they were saying they were having like leg issues and circulation issues, and that would be able to help them with that. And then the rest of us moved over to the sauna, where you said that we needed to be there past 10 minutes, 8 minutes. I can't. Woo, girl.
15 minutes. Yeah.
And the reason for that was what?
Because at 15 minutes, heat shock proteins are released, right? And so those go in and like clean up your cells and like take out all of those bad broken cells and will flush it out, right? And like and heal you in that way. So similar with the cold plunge, it's the cold shock proteins. So doing both, which we'll talk about in a sec, but that's why it's 15 minutes. It's because at that point your core body temperature is high enough, it activates that, and heat shock proteins are released.
Well, that sauna room is intense, and it's the middle part of the wellness trailer, right? And it's like, I don't know how you fit so much in this trailer, right? Because it's ginormous in there. You understand? I mean, like, it's a sight. When this trailer pulls up to your parking lot, your home, your business, whatever it is, it's a sight, right? You know, but you've done so much with the space inside. Again, we fit comfortably, all right, 6-7 people in the sauna, comfortably, where there was still space for other people.
Like laying out. You can even lay out a little bit with 7 people. You know, in there.
And you had the wonderful rocks with the smells and everything. We threw the water on there, and it was like invigorating. And I remember having to wait for 15 minutes, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sweating to death, but this is gonna feel so good. When we go into the plunge, you know. All right, so then our next video is going to be when when I was about to take the plunge. So everybody else has taken the plunge. And like I said, I'm like trying to just like, all right, we're fine now. Everybody did it. We got the video.
We're good.
Let's go. And Jess is like, girl, look at me. Look at me, all right? You got this. And you see me breathing heavy, right? Which I don't know if I was psyching myself out or... You know, I also like...
Your mind does all the things to tell you no, right?
Well, because it's like, I'm there, I'm in a safe space. I'm with safe people. Yet I don't want to look like the one who couldn't do it.
Right. Oh, okay. So you were having a looking good conversation too.
Also, on top of it all, in what time? I also had a looking good conversation. Yes.
Right. Exactly. And that's okay. We all do, right? To some degree. But it's like, then when you do it, you're like, oh my God, I can do anything really, right? You're like, if I can get into like 55-degree water and stay in there for 6.5 to 10 minutes. And I was acting like that. But I bet you that if we were to do it again, you would still react similarly, right? And that's the nervous system. That's the fight or flight response. It's the survival mechanism. You can't help it, right? But you start to, with consistency, learn how to regulate stress utilizing your breath. It builds new neural pathways of resilience. Like stress management, performance, like it helps in so many different ways. The first few times you're going to be like, oh, you're probably going to have that same reaction. But then once you keep going, you know, like it's different. You just gotta go in.
But I mean, and that's therapy, right? That's how, you know, I mean, I'm not a therapist in no way, shape or form, right? But I mean, you are taught to deal with trauma, right? To deal with trauma responses, right? I smell this, so I'm triggered. I automatically go to this place, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to go to this place regardless. What's the next place I'm going to go to so I can kind of condition my brain to not let me go down a rabbit hole somewhere I don't want to go? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's like, again, be the watcher of your thinker, right? So let the thoughts notice what's coming up. And by no means am I a therapist. I do have my background in social work, but utilizing this and talk therapy is really good. So you can process that exactly. I have a lot of people who come to me who are actively trying to overcome their traumatic experiences and triggers with the nervous system. And so with that consistency, you know, they're able to understand it more and get a hold of it, which is really, it's an honor, honestly. Like I love doing this because people feel better, right? And they feel more confident. It's a great team builder, right? And then the way I integrate leadership and team building activities just brings it to another level. So you're getting wellness, all of these other benefits, and then your connection with a team building, leadership training, resilience training.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, let's watch and see how Jess gets me into this freezing cold plunge.
Yes.
Know that you're going to be okay. All right. Trust yourself. Trust the people that are here. I love that. Right. So the breathing is going to get you through this entire process.
It's exactly the same. It's not. But it's very, very cold. You see what I mean? It's that like you first put your foot in the ocean in like May.
Surrender.
It's been nothing but 40 degrees.
See if it's hot outside. Good.
You're there.
Keep that breath. In through the nose. Slow and exhale.
I want to do this one. Yeah. Oh!
Relax.
You got this. You got this.
Awesome. It's fucking cool. Yeah. Is anything hurting? No. No pain? Good. Awesome. Lean back. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
You're
it.
you're on the beach. It's a nice
I'm
warm
on the beach.
day.
It's a nice warm day. I feel that this is dry. If you do want to just to help you with the breathing, just lay back. See? You're not getting your hair
I thought
wet.
you were gonna dunk her. See?
Way I would be left abandoned right here.
Yeah.
In my bathing suit, walking from here down to Hollywood. Like I'll make it eventually.
So you're shivering. You see that? Let it out. Keep going. Just let all that shake it out.
You can move your hands, babe. Sometimes that helps the cold. If you do palms up, palms down. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you're cold, babe. Look at all the goosebumps on my legs. Yes.
And if you feel like shivering or shaking, listen to your body and let it go and release. That's going to help release a lot of stuff that you have holding in. Good.
And the sensitivity that's
No,
Say something for the camera.
it was weird. Like again, I have like this. I think I have like restless leg or something.
She
right?
has restless leg.
And for whatever reason, like my calves feel like so like warm and like protected, right? Like they were like compressions while I was in there. Like it feels like I kind of worked out, right, in a weird way, but like warm at the same time, even though I was in freezing, and I mean freezing. If I had nipples, freezing.
yeah, the nipple part was the hard part.
Right? Oh. See, I did it.
You did it.
I did
I'm so
it.
proud of you.
I did it.
You did
Oh my
awesome.
God. And like, you know, I'm not going to curse, but it was a mind screw. It
Yeah.
was a mind journey. It was like, there are so many wonderful things that I can say about this. I definitely want to do it again. I think that everybody should do it. You know, you've got to, challenge yourself, right? And this is an
Yes.
attainable challenge.
Yes.
You know,
exactly.
it's like, and I'm not minimizing it by no means, right? I'm not going to climb Kilimanjaro. It's not going to happen, right?
Come on.
But I did doubt that I could do this.
right. And
you
you
know?
did it.
But I did it because of all the elements lining up. Do you understand? It wasn't like I just went to Minnesota and threw myself in some cold ass place.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or those, you know, those bears that do that crazy shit, right? Where they like jump in the water and do all that kind of stuff. The polar bears.
Yeah, that, yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
polar
Like
plunge.
this, you know, this was, it took all of that. It took all of that to make that happen together, you know? So friends, if you're ready to challenge yourself, check out Wolfpacks and connect with Jessica. You can follow her at Jessica Wolverton on Instagram and TikTok, and visit wolfpackscoldplunge.com for more information. Trust me, it's a chill that you'll never forget.
Yes.
You love that?
I love it.
I love it.
I
All right,
love it.
Jess, give them your best FayWhat. FayWhat! Yes. All right. And one last thing, I want to congratulate you because I know that your wellness center was also recognized for something that's coming up, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you. So, the South Florida Wellness Week, I am going to be a spotlight for their first day of the
Woohoo!
event.
Nice.
So for the Wolf Den Mobile Wellness Lounge, I will be there and they're spotlighting me. So I'm very excited. Shout out to them. Go to the South Florida Wellness Week. If you go to my Instagram, you're going to see all of it. You can get a ticket. There's a lot of amazing things going on, but come and visit me. I would love it. Thank you.
All right. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next up, you know that I love all the Dear FayWhat emails. Oh my God, some of the things that you guys send us is crazy. But this one was one that only happens in our community, and I love it. What happens when you're a gay boy, but so is your father? Dear FayWhat, side eye to my dad's guy. At the FayWhat Show, we need to help my gay boys because you know I love my gay boys. So in our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This week, side eye to my dad's guy sent me an email. Where do you guys come up with these names? Can I just say that? Side eye to my dad's guy. I love my life.
Oh boy.
All right, Dear FayWhat and Hot Boy in Bed. My dad came out as gay at age 70. You know, we were just talking about older men too, right?
70. Wow.
For the last 10 years, he's been happier than I've ever seen him. It's been amazing to watch him blossom late in life. I'm so proud of him. About a year ago, he met a younger man named Rob, who for context is only 2 years older than me.
Oh.
Dad says he loves Rob and that he makes him feel like the young gay man he never got to be. You can probably guess where this is going. I don't trust Rob as far as I can throw him. He treats Dad like a sugar daddy and constantly causes him stress by saying he's going to break up with him if he doesn't get his way. He acts like a spoiled child. Dad covers Rob's bills, takes him shopping, and even paid for his Mexico PV trip this winter. Now he's talking about Rob moving into his townhouse, and Rob's pressuring him to get married before it becomes illegal, he says. My dad is turning 81 this summer. He's still of sound mind, but not quite as sharp as he used to be. I'm worried about where this is headed. It took him a lifetime to arrive at this place of happiness and authenticity, and I don't want to ruin that for him, but I have real concerns about Rob's intentions. How do I bring this up without hurting my dad? Am I overstepping? Signed, side eye to my dad's guy. Did you take this all in?
It's like gay Anna Nicole.
It's like gay Anna Nicole.
Not that Anna could it be gayer than Anna Nicole though, but it's like pretty gay like Anna Nicole. Well, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
So we have an 81-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's happy.
The happiest he's ever been.
The happiest he's ever been. We have a guy who is 2 years older than his son, who's high-strung, and who is, you know,
yeah, exactly.
He's a, you know,
He's hustling him.
He's hustling him.
Yeah.
So the 81-year-old is happy. Of course, we have people that are protecting us and loving us that are saying, whoa, 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 wait a minute. I mean, this is a tough one because I want to say, just be happy and do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't want anybody being taken advantage of, right?
No, of course not, Alex. But I mean, I think this is a give and take also. The old guy gets to slap uglies with a young, hot guy. And there's a consensual agreement there. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. The multi-billionaire, okay? He's 60. He's going to look for he's looking for the most beautiful 25-year-old model, right?
Yeah.
And they're together. He's got his billions. What does she have? She's giving him his youth. She's giving him everything that the 25-year-old is giving him.
Yeah.
This was what I read this from a divorce attorney actually, and when they were signing prenups. What is she giving? What is she contributing to this guy? So what is he contributing? What is he giving to this 81-year-old? He's giving him his years.
Yeah.
He's giving him, this is the side guy. This is the guy that's with me. he's giving him, you know.
Well, he never had. I mean, the guy came out and freaking when he was 70.
So basically, you know, he could have been 40 or 30 dating this guy, you know, with the full everything. But he's 80 and he nabbed this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, this is a, you know, I thought I was going to have like an easy answer for this, but I don't know yet.
No, right? Because I mean, again, the guy's happy. And like, I don't know, like for me, I'm used to seeing these type of relationships. They're all over Wilton, you know? And like, they're both people are happy. They're both, if they're both in agreement with
there are people like this, and there are like
there
a lot.
are many.
Oh my God, yeah. And thruples and people that are in more than polyamorous relationships.
Yes. And
I think if I were the son, or if I were the family member, or if I were whatever, I would sit down and have a talk with the dad and say, I'm so happy that you're happy. You worked really hard for whatever it is you worked hard for. This kid probably wants to be protected. He wants to have him be protected. We need to be protected.
yeah,
So we need to come to terms as to
legal
everybody is protected.
Yeah.
Because this kid's going to marry you. He's going to take everything.
Yep.
I don't think so.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, and I get that.
So
That makes sense.
so if the kid deserves what he deserves, then he deserves it. But we need to know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Because you're losing your mind slowly but surely.
Well, I mean, he's 80 something. The reality is that he doesn't have that many years left, Alex. And we don't know where the son's mind is. Maybe maybe he's afraid of some money that his dad is leaving him that maybe he won't get. You know what I mean? Like, you know, of course he is.
Once the dad dies, that's his partner.
That's his husband. So everything goes to him automatically. It's anything that he leaves to the kids is null and void for the most part.
So you make sure that will or that trust.
Or they do a prenup before they get married.
Or they do a prenup. Absolutely do a prenup. You know, and if the kid gets offended over the prenup,
then you know.
There's
your answer then.
Like if I were in a situation like that, I think prenups are good.
Look, and we don't know how much money the guy has, okay? But the reality is that he's 80 something years old. He's going to be 83, I think, right? Soon he won't be able to wipe his own ass, okay? You, son, do you want to wipe his ass? Okay, let Rob wipe his ass.
Let Rob wipe his ass.
And get whatever money is coming to him.
Because I guarantee you, if I were wiping dad's ass for like the next 5 years until he dies, I'm getting the money. I'm getting my money.
I'm getting the money. I hope this helped side-eye to my dad's guy.
Just communicate. Get everything on paper.
Get everything.
And make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yep.
And, know where everybody's coming from. Even if it's sneaky, it's going to be sneaky. Whatever. It's like, when it comes to money,
people get weird. People get weird. Like, money, death.
You know what I mean?
Hey, people get so weird. It might be even good to look for a mediator. They're not that expensive. They have them all over the place. And
the idea of like, my mother has maybe a little bit of money, maybe a tiny bit, but the idea of me and my two siblings
fighting over
having an argument about it is just so gross.
It's so gross. And it happens so often.
A couple of $100,000 for $1 million, $1 million.
Well, I might fight for $1 million.
What you mean? I do it. We all have a number.
He's like 100,000. I'm like, no, I'm not fighting for that shit.
We all have a number, right?
I fucking love you.
I know.
Keep those emails coming, okay? Because, side-eye for your dad's guy, I hope it all works out. At the end of the day, just keep your eyes open. And like Alex said, get everything on paper, unfortunately.
Sign a prenup.
There's shysters. There's people out there that are just out there. This might not be Rob's first daddy. You don't know.
Richard Simmons' maid.
You know what I mean? And he could turn into Selena's manager. You know what I mean? I mean, look how that happens. I'm just saying. Keep those emails coming at FayWhat@happeningout.com. We love it, and we love to help all of you. All right? So make sure that you send those over. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Next up, I had TP Lords in my bed. And TP is iconic, inspirational, talented, and so damn humble. This is what happened when the total package got in bed with me back in 2023. FayWhat interviews TP Lords. At the FayWhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people that are important to our LGBTQ plus community. Like this interview with one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. I am so happy that she finally agreed to be interviewed by me in bed. And she also hooked me up with all this bedding. Here's TP Lords. Buenos dias. Good morning and welcome to the FayWhat Show. And today I am joined by South Florida's club kid, #1 club kid, TP Lourdes, aka Alex Velez. He is a popular entertainer, host, artist, and entrepreneur. We can rightfully call him a legendary mother of the House of Lords. TP started the art of female impersonation at the age of 16. That was only like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? That's it, right? And I mean, God, from working at Coliseum in charge of choreography and costume productions for over 10 years, and then a proud winner of many, many pageants like Miss Illusions, Miss Florida at Large, Miss Latina World, Ultimate Miami Drag Queen, and Miss Miami Beach Gay Pride. TP is passionate about accepting people with open arms and is actively working on generating awareness around LGBTQ plus laws within the community. TP, welcome to the FayWhat Show.
I'm here.
I'm so happy you finally made it, bitch.
Thank you so much.
Why
I'm
are
so
you so
excited to
busy?
be here. You got to pay the cable bill.
Gotta pay that. Gotta pay. Oh yeah, I just took off cable. My cable was like $300.
But
Like
guess
what the hell?
You're adding another 200 with subscriptions, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. So I just took cable out. Whatever.
Yeah.
I am like a Hulu bitch. I bought a paper antenna from Amazon, like some
Wow.
weird ass paper antenna.
Paper.
It gave me 150 other channels.
Wow.
So don't wreck it.
I haven't watched regular TV in like over 2 years, I believe.
Honey, when the fuck do you have time to watch regular
Honestly.
TV? Like you were always working.
Yes, and I am kind of busy, and you know,
I am kind of busy.
I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate to have to be able to work as much as I do and be able to spread my art and continue to do it for the past 26 years. You know?
26 years. Wow. When I was thinking about the story, when I was thinking about interviewing you, I was like, well, okay, yeah. So, you know, she's been around for like 20 years. And I started doing the freaking math
Yes.
of like,
Yeah.
you know, all voodoo days and South Beach days. And I was like, coño, it's more like 26 years.
It's actually been longer because, you know, I started doing balls first. I started walking balls, and that's where I started learning my creativity and sharing my creativity with everyone and winning trophies. And so that's where I started to get my confidence built. And then after that, I went out to the club and
there you
got
are.
on stage. They played a song I liked, and I was one of them young queens that got on stage. And Gary Santis saw me, and he was like, "You wanna water?" Because I was obviously underage. And he was like, "Would you like to come back and work next week?" And I was like, "Sure." So I started working every Friday at the Saint,
Oh, my,
which I drove right by.
on the way here,
On the way
right?
here.
It reminds you.
It's now what, Carew, I believe it's called. Yeah.
My God. Well, you know, folks, you know, in the LGBTQ plus community, our drag queens, at least for me and for many of my friends, the drag queens are our celebrities. They are our stars. You know, they're the ones that inspire me. You know, I'm inspired. Like when I get dressed, when I do my makeup, I'm like, shit, I better blend. TP's gonna tell me some shit if I don't. You know, who inspires you, TP?
I guess for me it's different. I guess other a lot of designers have inspired me, and of course music is what truly runs my creativity. Like I can hear a song and get a vibe and get a feeling, and then I'm like I could wear like something dark and mysterious or something light and bright and and create these whole ideas. And most of the time it happens while I'm in the car driving.
Is it really?
It does. I can put music on and I'll just get into my realm while I'm on the road. And it's just like, sometimes I'll even like almost get emotional when I think of the ideas and how fierce it's going to be and how it's going to turn out.
Oh my God.
The drone, the thing I had, the hat that I made with the drone and the hat, that was like an idea that I had. And I was just like, I have to do it.
And so you did it.
Yeah. I ended up doing, that was topping the disco ball that I had to spin in my head.
Crazy. You've got to see some of the crazy outfits, costumes, that TP will put on for a stage. And you can see that it comes all from that club kid mentality,
Yes.
right? It's all inspired from that.
Yeah.
And then you take it to like another level.
Yeah, I bring it to the future.
You totally
I
do.
bring it to 2020, 2023.
But it's like, okay, you've been doing it for 26 years and you have always been the club kid on stage, but you always seem to have evolved and like have even brought it up, elevated.
That's, yeah.
From year to year to year to year. You ain't tired, bitch?
No, I don't think I'm tired. And if I decide to retire, I probably will start my own production company and start, getting girls trained and helping them get ready for pageants.
That would be so beautiful for the future.
Yeah,
I love that.
If I'm not doing it for myself, trust me, somebody's going to be getting in drag.
No, right? For sure.
Somebody's going to be doing the work.
Well, and that explains your name even more. So TP, when I first heard of TP, I thought it was TP, como toilet paper.
Yes, yes. Or they thought like a TP.
Like a TP.
Like a TEEPEE.
Yeah, no, it's TP as in total package, which is what you are.
Thank you.
I mean,
it was a nickname that was given to me by my house family back in 90, because there were so many Alexes in our house. You know, bunch of Latinos.
Yes, of course.
So there was Alexis Lords. I mean, big, you know, Father Alexis. There was Perra Alex, and there was, what was the other Alex? There was Big Boy Alex, and then there was me. They were like, we got to give you a nickname or something. So I was always helping all the kids in the house with the productions and getting their costumes together and putting choreography together so they can walk the ball and, you know, win trophies. So they were like, you're like the total package. You do it all. And I was like, so they started saying, TP, you're the TP, you're the TP. So then since then, it's stuck.
It's stuck. No, but it really does encompass you, baby.
Thank
It
you.
really does.
Thank you.
So you know, our community's under attack, right? And the ones that are most targeted are LGBTQ plus children and trans, especially trans women. Okay, and there's a lot of educating that we need to do in our community and a lot of unlearning. Okay,
Yes.
like for example, not all drag queens are trans.
Right.
And not all
Truthfully.
trans women are drag queens.
Yes. And
Right?
all drag queens want to be women.
And not all drag queens want to be women. Hence, your pronouns are he, him. When you are
Yes.
out as Alex, you're you.
Yes. I mean, if I'm wearing boobs and hip pads and I'm doing all that work to look like a woman, and I'll be a she. But if I'm like this, you can call me he, you can call me they, you can call me them, you can call me whatever you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
You
but you're
know
also
what?
very androgynous,
Yes,
también.
yes, yes,
You know,
yes,
like
yes.
you can really go between both worlds, you
Yes,
know?
yeah.
Do you find yourself having to educate people?
Not really educate people, but just give them a good experience when they meet me. Just let them know that, you know, it's not all what they think it is, what they see on TV or what they've learned from other people or what they've read or whatever they've seen on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because that's another one.
No, that's how everybody learns everything is TikTok.
Honestly, that's why I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning this morning.
Do you go down those spirals on TikTok?
Like this. The next video. And it's like, oh my God, the sun's coming out. I need to get to bed. But, you know, I just give them, you know, a positive experience with what I do and that, you know, it's not what you read, it's not what you believed. And you know, if you have to, if I've also corrected people when they see, you know, trans women and they call them, you know, him or something like that. And then I'm just like, you know, she's a trans woman, you know.
Give her respect.
Use the correct pronouns.
Use her right pronouns.
Yeah, for sure.
Drag 2000, drag 2023. Difference?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Drag 2000 was looked frowned upon. They were thinking, you know, when I started doing drag, they were looking at you like, oh my God, you do drag, you're going to, you know, become a drug addict or you're going to
Oh my God, wow, que extremo.
It was, yeah, oh, for sure. You were going down a spiral. Like, it was like,
You're going to be using crack next.
it was prostitution and drag queens.
Oh my
like,
God.
That's what it was looked at as part. I felt when I was coming
Wow.
up. You know, it was always frowned upon. Now it's a complete business. Like,
Yeah.
you can create merch, you can start your websites, you can go on tours, you know, you can do everything.
Yeah,
Thanks to RuPaul's Drag Race that made it so popular and, you know, it did take a positive turn. But now there's drag queens everywhere.
Yeah.
It's,
We're everywhere, like
I
roaches.
mean, they're born every Halloween usually, but now they're born like every other week. It feels like there's new queens out there. Which I if you haven't done drag before, I suggest you try it at least once.
At least once, right?
And if you're a woman, do drag. Just dress it up, glitter it. You know,
Yeah.
make it fabulous, make it grand, make it over the top. And
Exactly. But
live
bitch,
your
don't think just
fantasy.
like doing some little bit of makeup, you're dragging it up.
No,
That is
baby.
not. No, drag is big. Drag is elevated, you know?
Yeah.
I had to do a lip sync competition and Misty Eyes pounded my face, all right?
Wow.
I think she enjoyed it though. Like that bitch was like hitting my face. My face hurt after, but I look fucking flawless, all right? And that is how you need to bring it. If you're going to say
Right.
that you're in drag, do it legitimately. For Stonewall Pride, like 2,000 people came in drag. And
Yes.
it was not a quick drag. It was
done.
beauty. It was done, you
Yes.
know? And speaking of beauty and talent, you're the matriarch of the Lords family, the House
Yes.
of Lords, legendary overall mother of the
Yes.
House of Lords. And whenever I see the name Lords after a performer, I know it's going to be good entertainment coming, all right?
Yes.
Jasmine is fucking sick,
Yes.
like just sick. That bitch is getting like just sick.
Yeah.
Calypso, Coco, Sasha, anybody with a Lord's name after it, right? You've
Yeah.
got to plan. I, at least for me, as somebody, a spectator, I know a good entertainment is coming, you know?
Yeah.
Is that something you strive for in your family? Do you guys have weak Lords people that we don't see?
No, but there's also definitely there's Lord's family members that are straight. There's Lord's family members that are grandparents already, you know, because they've come from the old school. It's not about being LGBTQI. It's about you can be straight and be part of our house. We wanted just to create a family that just created support for kids coming up or people that just needed someone to be part of, somewhere to be part of, a family. And the one thing that you will know if you do meet any other lords, that we're all respectful of our community. We're all respectful of people, and that's what I take pride in. When I get to we choose who's going to be in the house, or when other members want to come in. The one thing I do when they're going through the interview process, which is not really a formal interview process, it's just like hanging out with them and getting to see how they are. That's one thing that I want from a person, is to be a respectful person, and just, you know what I'm saying, pay respect or give respect to people, and then you'll be respectful and you'll be respected and treated great.
The same way back.
Yeah.
We were on a panel together a couple months back where I was honored to be the moderator. Like, that shit was sick.
Amazing.
That was
crazy.
crazy.
The first time I've ever done that, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were so comfortable up there. So we were at the, for the AIDS Museum, we were up there and we had a panel of incredible drag queens and female impersonators. We had Tiffany Arriagas, we had Velvet Lenore, we had TP Lords, we had Shasta McNasty, we had Daisy Dead Petals. Who am I forgetting? Oh my God, whoever I'm forgetting, I'm so sorry.
No, they're all, you got them all.
I think I got them all. Okay.
Tiffany, you said Tiffany.
I did Tiffany. And then there was me, right? And I was just like gaga over these
amazing.
women. Because listen, again, I look up to each and every person on that panel. You have no idea. I remember to this day, TP, when you said, hey, Faye, one day at some event, I was like, she knows my name! I have arrived, bitch! TP Lords knows my fucking name, okay? So that is how we feel for you. Anyway, so we did this panel, and I mentioned the Lords family, right? And somebody quickly was like, wait, there's a difference. There's a difference between the Lords family and a house. What is the difference?
I mean, there's difference because we don't know, we haven't participated in the ballroom in a long time.
Okay.
That's where we originated from. The House of Lords originated in the ballroom scene. And we also participated, we've had a couple balls, like the last ball we had, I believe was 2021 or 2020, that Alexis Lords, who was a jungle ball. So we do throw balls here and there and have balls, but mostly we're just part of the community nowadays, and
everybody's busy,
active. Yeah, and we have time for the balls. But if any of my kids do want to walk a ball, I'm definitely there for them and definitely to support them or help them with whatever they need. You know,
I love that
because I knew what it did for me, so I'm there to support that. And nowadays you can win money at balls, so it's become a lot bigger than it used to be.
Do you watch Legendary?
No, I haven't watched Legendary. I haven't watched
anything like that.
No.
You don't watch any TV.
I try to watch it. It takes me 2 hours to figure out what I'm going to watch, and by the time I finally put it on, 5 minutes.
She puts TikTok on, and forgets it. Forgets when she starts.
Or turn it on and just turn the sound off and just be on TikTok while it's just giving you lighting.
Have you ever had to throw anybody out of the House of Lords?
There's been a couple people who've been chopped from the house.
Really? What can get you chopped? What can get you kicked out?
And what I believe is, we want to accept everybody and love everybody for their flaws, and also there's been, issues with, of the members. But I don't remember what was the person that got thrown out. I think it was just starting drama in the house. It was somebody that was just starting with everybody and creating this chaos between the house. So we're just like, you gotta go. You can't just, or another one that was stealing.
Oh, okay. No, that's
stealing from the girls, stealing from the entertainers. So
yeah, you don't do that. Do that from somebody else's house.
You got the chop. You're just better off just ask.
Just ask.
Just ask.
Just ask.
You might be embarrassed, but just ask. It doesn't hurt me to, give you money if you need something for
of
food,
course.
if you need something.
Or if you need to borrow something.
But not every week either. Don't go crazy.
No, tampoco así tampoco. No, hazme favor. I love that. Like, I love to tell people that, like, drag queens, like I said, you guys are our stars, you're our celebrities, you're the ones who represent us, right? But you have issues just like the rest of us. Have you ever had a lash that just won't fucking go on?
A lash? No.
Oh my God.
Eyebrow situations with the eyebrows, which I brought my eyebrows today. They're in 3D. But no, it's just, things happen. But you always got to be prepared.
A malfunction? A clothes malfunction?
I'm one of those entertainers that I'm always prepared. Like, I have from safety pins to sewing kits to scissors to, crazy glue to whatever I might need. I have it on me so that I'm not inconveniencing anybody or, I'm not inconvenienced.
Because you've learned.
Yeah.
Because you've learned. Things like that have happened,
They're
right?
like, ask TP, she got it all.
She got it all.
Totally packed.
She got it all. There was a show in Living Color years and years ago, right? Where I can't remember the girl's name right now, and it wasn't Shanae, but whatever. She had everything that you needed in her bag. So, you were trying to get away from her, be like, oh, I forgot. I got to go get gas. No, boo-boo. I got you, boo boo. Here's some gas. Don't worry. Oh, I forgot to do my taxes. Don't
Oh
worry
my
about it.
God.
Here's your 1040. Like she had everything in her bag. Oh my God, hysterical.
That's hilarious.
Hysterical.
Well, we gotta take that.
I know,
It's
right?
almost like Penelope, the one that does Penelope. She's like the one step upper. Like she's like, oh, I have a townhouse in Mykonos. Oh yeah, my grandfather's the president of Mykonos.
Of Mykonos, you know,
Oh,
and my
yeah.
great grandfather named Mykonos because his name is Miko.
That was hilarious. And she's like, oh, and then the other girl's like realizes that she's doing that, so she's like, oh no, we're going to the moon. Well, I have a condo on the moon. Like
I've already been there.
I've already been there.
What are
We
you
own
talking
property
about?
there. Like
Please.
it's hilarious.
Please.
Yeah.
TB, do you get tired of people saying, "Oh my God, you should be on RuPaul's Drag Race"? Come on, you have to,
It's a little
right?
annoying and obnoxious. And
Thank
it's like,
you.
I just say it's a gay lottery.
Because that's what it is.
It is. If you win, you win. If you get on, you get on. And if it's a good thing for you, it's a good thing for you, and you're lucky.
Yeah.
But it's also what you make of it as you get off the show. You have to, be a person that's in. Look at Latrice. Latrice got out there, baby, and she hit the road, and she got it going. And also, she was amazing on the show.
Yeah.
But she
she
got
had a
out. She's a
hustle.
business. She had a hustle, and she knew what she was doing. And look, now she's doing her live shows and doing amazing.
Yeah,
So
and representing us wonderfully, you
you
know?
got to be business savvy to get out of that and be able to handle it. And now every season it feels like it gets worse and worse with the fans and stuff and the drama and the social
drama.
media and the Twitter and the fighting and the beef and the.
But do you apply?
I applied 7 times already.
What? 7 times?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Now, for folks at home, right? But this just tells you what I've told you all along. When Athena Dion was sitting right here and we had this conversation, what did I tell you folks, right? I said it's a script. They need to fit these people, all right?
Yeah.
This bitch is way too strong, overpowering, and everything to be fit into this box that they need of like a newcomer or someone that's inexperienced or someone that,
True.
you know what I mean? Like that's just
Yeah.
how that is.
Yeah.
And it's a
possibly.
lottery, like you said. It's it's the freaking drag lottery.
Drag lottery.
You know?
Yeah.
And speaking of Drag Race, so one of the ladies had said the other day that like for all her outfits, she had spent like this crazy amount of money to go on RuPaul's Drag Race, okay? What is your most expensive outfit?
What is my most expensive outfit? I'm looking through my closet in my head right now. I think a gown, like an evening gown that I had made. Actually, my first evening gown from Florida Continental. When I first entered my very first pageant, that Erica Norell sponsored me, and she had her sponsors help me. And everybody thought I was too tiny to be in it was a Florida Continental Plus pageant.
Okay.
And they thought I looked too skinny because Erica, she knows, how to finagle, the word she would use, finagle.
Did she pad the fuck out of you?
She actually cinched me. But they did weigh me when I got there for the interview because you have to be 200 pounds or 220.
Okay.
I actually gained weight for that pageant. They gave me money. My sponsor gave me money to put it in
Go
food.
eat.
Go eat. You have 3 months to gain like 5 pounds. That's what I think I needed to gain or something like that. And then during the interview, they weighed me. And then I entered the pageant. But Erica made me this corseted ball gown. So I looked tiny and then huge on the bottom. It made me look skinnier.
Okay.
But that's the most expensive gown. It's from Leonardo, designer from Miami. And it was like over $1,000.
Wow, and you wore that shit once.
I wore it 5 or 6 times.
Thank you. Good.
I
Because like how you are, I would have thought that you would have turned that into like another outfit.
I surely
right?
did.
Like,
I had it designed into another gown and wore it for Miss Florida.
oh, I love that. I love that, but that's how you have to do
It's
it.
called extending your wardrobe.
Listen. Because you have to wear things a couple times. It was $1,000. Okay, you know how many shows you have to do for $1,000?
Right,
Shit.
right.
You were mentioning Erica Norell and Daisy.
Yes.
Right,
Oh, we grew up together.
And
We worked together.
That's what I was gonna say. You've known them and you've grown up for them. You've grown up with them. And you guys have survived. Like you should have like I survived the '90s. Like some kind of shirts that you girls
Honestly.
should have because oh my god, I did so many drugs with Daisy. Oh my god.
God.
Like, I'm surprised that I could smell today. All right, let's just do that.
I am dead.
I'm telling the truth. I'm sober now, bitch, but I was not for many years.
When Kahtya and Trixie have that show, and she said, when I die, I'm going to give my body to science. And then Trixie goes, yeah, and the question's not going to be, how did she die? It's, how did she live?
No, it's the truth. It's
But
the
yeah,
truth.
Daisy and I started together. Or Daisy started before me, and Erica started before me.
My Daisy,
But
kiddo.
yes.
That bitch is crazy.
But we worked together since day one.
Have
We
you ever
worked
fought?
together
Have you ever
at
fought with them?
Oh yeah, we've had it out here and there. Not
I
Erica
love that
and
you're honest about that.
Yeah, I mean because it's just conversation. It's just us getting mad, but it never sticks. Like with Daisy or Erica, I've never had we've had little tips here
Little
and there.
tips, but bullshit tips.
Yeah, it doesn't stick. Like, we'll get over it in 5 minutes and just chit chat again.
Well, because I mean, you girls are friends, but I also know, like, in drag community, when it comes, like, yeah, you guys can be catty with each other and, like, you know, call each other out on shit. But if someone from the outside comes for one of your girls, all of a sudden it's like,
yeah,
what? You know?
right.
It's this unity that, like,
and
nobody
South
else
Florida's
has.
different. South Florida is a different breed, I guess. I think it's because we have so many venues in different places we work at. There's so many opportunities here in South Florida to perform at different venues that sometimes we don't even see each other for months.
Yeah.
You know? We see each other on social media nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
No, imagínate.
No,
Everybody,
we're so busy.
everybody.
I'm like, have I been alone all day? Because I've been talking in my head to myself. I've been busy. So I didn't realize that I've been sitting at home just, you know, doing things and not even by myself.
No, but even when
and
you're
on social
out,
media.
even when you're out, you're not doing one gig. If you make sure you follow TP Lords on all social media, because if you go like every day, I heard you, God, it's only me and TP. I told you she was coming.
They're bowling.
Oh my Lord. You know, there's a couple of queens that, like, if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be in Wilton today, I wonder what to do, then I'll go look them up on social because you're always working, and that you're one of them. Okay, where's TP today? You know what I mean? Like, she's always somewhere.
And mostly I'll post the flyer every day that I'm working, that, you know, where I'm going to be. And of course, you got to promote your job.
Your job. No, but you do it so well, honey. And that's part of the job now. You know what I mean?
Another thing that's added to what you have to do.
You become marketing and social media.
No.
Like, but okay, from my standpoint as a spectator, that's kind of fucked up, okay? That you're being hired by somebody, you've got to pay for your outfit. None of your outfits and your makeup and your shoes and everything is less than $300-400. Easy, okay? And that's on the low side, okay?
Yeah.
Plus, you getting there, plus, you know, but then you also have to fill the space.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Well, they do, like, promoting is what helps people get there, you know? And a lot of times we take the back burner because they have, you know, the Rue girls that bring a bigger crowd. So if they got those girls, they fill the room, pay them, and that's it. So and we also get, you know, sometimes as a local entertainer and then not a Rue girl or that's not that big on social media. I mean, I'm not huge on social media or didn't go viral for anything yet. But yeah, it's the business.
I remember when your social media got hacked or taken over.
By Instagram.
Your Instagram. I was like crying for her. Crying.
They got me together. But I got it back.
But you got it back. They didn't give me mine back.
No.
Fuckers. I knew it.
They said, you want to be verified? Fill out this, blah, blah, blah.
And that was that. Que bueno.
Got me right together.
Que bueno.
Click the link.
Teeps, did you ever think, I mean, now that you've been doing this for over 2 decades, did you ever think that your career would be so political, would get so political?
I never thought it would turn so fast. Like, it just became this, drag is fabulous, this, and then it just turned into, drag is bad for the kids, and da da da, and this and that. And I'm like, who came up with this story, and why? Yeah. And everybody believes it. But everything that's not reading a Bible or doing, you know, your prayers is bad for the kids.
It's bad for the kids, and we're trying to
poor kids.
You know,
I would hate to be a kid nowadays.
No, or to have a kid. I would feel so bad to be a parent right now.
Right.
I have seen you for a million events, and I can't tell you the amount of times. I would have to say maybe more than 5 times that I have seen a kid just look at you like this, like.
I love it. They're like, it's like a circus.
Right? How can that be wrong, TP?
For me, it's always been about giving confidence to the kids. When I was young, I didn't have that type of confidence. I was a very shy child.
You really?
Very shy child. Like, you know, when you go to the grocery store and your mom will leave you to go grab something and you're sitting there at the register, that's like panic for me. That would be like, I would almost want to cry. And then if, you know, they start scanning the stuff and I'm looking at the lady like, please don't go so fast. Like, my mom's not here yet. Like, I'm going to hold up the line. The people are going to get all these things will go through my
anxiety, yeah.
Or if my mom would be like, go ask them what time it is. I would not be able to talk to a stranger.
Wow.
I was a very shy child. So it wasn't until like about 14 or 15 that I started getting into my element. And when I finally came out of the closet, that's what brought me, you know, my confidence and stuff like that. My good friend Alexa Infinity, or Alexa Extravaganza, she was the one who was the tough one in our school. So I was cool with her.
And you've known her since back then?
Since high school. Wow. Since high school. When I went to my third high school, or second high school, the third one's in North Miami. But yeah, she was the tough one, so they knew not to mess with the gays, and then that's what brought me out and comfortable in my own shell. Even though I was always been called gay since I was a kid, And I've always been very fashionable in school and always like
The club kid, imagínate.
And you know, back in my days, we used to go to the thrift store, wear the bell bottoms, and you know, get the Jinko jeans and get all the fashions for those days. So I was always doing that, but I going to schools in the hood.
Yeah.
So they're looking at me like, who the hell and why that?
And
and big curly hair and bell bottoms and you know glasses and.
I've arrived, bitch. What?
Yeah.
Call
But
me Alex.
I did go to Miami High for like 2 years, and they did have like a gay area, and that's where all the like the hipster kids would be too. So, you know, that was a little fun too.
Your mama. I'm a big fan of your mama.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
And I love your postings. You know, like people usually like postings about where they're going to be, where they're going to party, who they're hanging out with, right? One of the beautiful things about your post is that wherever you are with your mom, if you're you're getting a manicure, you're going for lunch,
Our nails
right?
done together.
You always post it. So there's a picture of you walling out at the manor with all these lights right before and then right after you and your mama. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
yes,
how
yes.
important is that support for you?
Well, it's for a long time she was just didn't want to know my business. You know,
Okay.
she found out when I came out of the closet, she was like, she had this saying, ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente.
Ugh.
Eyes that don't see, hearts that don't ache. So I kept my business private. I kept, you know, so from the age of like 16 when she found out that I was gay till when I was like 20, so I would keep them like 21. I was like distanced from my family. Like I would just call them here and there and just, you know, say hello. And they lived in Naples at the time. When her dad passed in 2001, she had to become an independent woman again. She was a housewife her whole life. Like,
Wow.
you know, they were married 25 years. So for her to have to go through that and then just become this strong woman, I just thought that was so inspiring for me.
Of course.
And, you know, I remember when I was young that she would get anxiety from going out in public because she was always home. She never went out. So one time we went to the mall and she started getting anxiety. She was like, I'm going to go sit in the car. You guys go do what you need to do. But now she's this independent woman. Now she's in Puerto Rico right now having fun.
En la isla del
Enjoying
encanto.
herself. Yeah, I'm a little jealous about that. But so yeah, I'm so proud of her, and that's why we became closer when my dad passed. And my brothers all moved. My brother, one of them's in Tampa, the other one's in Ohio. My sister's in Minnesota, and
wow.
I'm here with her.
Oh, and now your mom is here
She's
in Miami.
she moved over to the East Coast
Oh,
again.
I love that. That's so important.
Naples. Yeah, so she's in Hollywood, and I'm in Hollywood as well.
Qué lindo.
So
I love
that's why I get to
that.
see her and spend time with her.
I love that.
Hang on, I'm already planning in my mind to move her into my drag room and then move all the drag out for her. If
Where
she
the hell's
wants
your drag
to.
gonna go? How big is your drag room?
I have 3 rooms right now of drag. One's for my makeup and sewing and crafts. The other one's for my wigs and my shoulder pieces and belts and accessories. And then the other one's for my clothes, shoes, and headpieces.
3
yeah.
rooms.
Yeah.
3 rooms. Okay, I'm talking to my Cuban. Teresa, I'm talking to you, all right? You know how mad you are that I turned your office into my dressing room? TP's got 3 rooms. Deserved, too. So we'll just
3.
put your mom in one of them and she'll
Yeah,
be good.
and the dressing room is the back. It's like a Florida room, has all windows around, so it's like the warmest room in the house. Because my house is at like let it snow, so it'll be cold for her. So that's the warmer room in the house. But I was thinking I could just move all my drag into one of the rooms or into the living room.
Have you ever put your mom in drag?
No, but she's played around in my drag. I think I have a video of her putting it with that dress on. I think. And a wig or something like that.
Gotta
She's
do
always
something
playing
like
with it.
that.
It's so strange for me. Oh, she's worn this hat before and, you know, act crazy at the house. When she comes to my house, she like, you know, starts playing in it.
Watch, when you guys live together again, we're gonna see some videos or
Yeah,
something of
for
TP
sure.
and her mom. Teeps, what's the hardest part about being TP? Lords.
The hardest part about being TP is I always want to be the life of the party. I always want to be, you know, the fun. And then it's exhausting when you're, you know, off.
Yeah.
And when you're off, like you hear, it's like you go from all this screaming and all this partying and all this music and all this madness and people screaming for you. And then you go home and you're sitting there in the quiet. And it's like your ears are almost ringing because of all that energy.
Yeah.
And then you get home, it's like
The silence.
crickets.
Crickets. Crickets. No,
and I don't
that's
have a
the thing.
pet. So, you know, 'cause
You
if
need a pet,
I
TP.
do.
You
I've
travel
been-
a lot, but you
I've
need
been
a
fighting
pet,
myself
honey.
for years.
You need a pet.
I've been
Nobody
fighting
loves you
myself.
more than a pet.
I had a dog for 15 years, and
Oh.
I put him down in 2016.
And that's tough.
Yeah. No, 2016, yeah.
Okay, ya es
2016.
tiempo.
Yeah, it's
been
been a
7
while.
years, dude.
But then it's like, okay, I like my freedom.
Your freedom as well.
To be able to go out, and then, you know, that's another bill, and taking him to the doggy daycare.
You still single?
Still single. Like the dollar bill.
Why?
It's,
Do you want to be single?
do not want to be single. Nobody wants to be single.
No, okay. I mean,
I'm comfortable being single. It's
Okay.
been so long.
I mean, you have beneficios. You have friends with
Yeah, of
benefits
course.
around.
Everybody shops
Everybody
around.
has
Everybody
that.
gets, yeah.
But
a
none
test
of
drive.
those. Everybody gets a test drive.
I mean, you can't buy a car unless you drive it first, right? So you got to invest, you know.
And none of those people are suitable
just-
candidites to be Mr. TP.
Nobody's shown me that.
Okay.
So I feel like if somebody wants to, at this point in my life, that I'm like, I've tried to date people, try to be that person and take them out to dinner and make the night special and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, who's going to do that for me?
And you deserve that.
And I deserve it.
And you do deserve
Yeah.
that.
So until somebody gives me that window, I'll jump in.
Okay. And
Or
when
jump out.
and when the time is, or jump out, and the time is, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you ever have any kind of identity crisis with TP and Alex? Like, do you ever forget that you're out of drag and you're like, out on the street and somebody doesn't recognize you or something and you're like, yo, it's me.
When I'm out of drag, I was talking about it the other day with someone, because who was that? With Ebony, I believe, my friend Ebony. We were talking about it because we were like, when I'm out of drag, I feel like I'm more timid. I'm more in the corner. I'm more like quiet or whatever. And if somebody says hello to me, I'm going to say hello. Even if I don't know them, I'm just going to say hello, because you never know how they know me or whatever. And they may mistake me for somebody else. But I'm not really like that person to be like, hi, I'm TP. It's me, TP. I'm not that person. Like, I don't know. It's just
it's me.
awkward. It's just awkward. Yeah. So,
No, I get that.
so if I've seen you out in the street and I haven't said hello, it's not because I just don't know if you know me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say hi until you say hi to me. So
I'll say hi to everybody, but I just don't want to be that person and be like, hey, it's me. Yeah, it's me. You remember me?
yeah.
So I just be embarrassed.
I get it, but you shouldn't be. But
And I get
understand.
very easily embarrassed too.
Because you're still that little shy boy, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Very, yeah.
But then this is like
This is probably what, and this brings me out for sure. This makes me like totally confident. I can walk through a room and just be like,
yeah.
hi to everybody, talk to everybody. But out of drag, it's more different.
What's the best part about being TP Lawrence?
The best part about being me, about doing what I do, is being able to share my craft, being able to share my art, and being accepted, and being able to be me unapologetically. Just share what I do, and people love it. And if it doesn't work out, then I won't do it again.
Yeah.
There's been those mistakes.
And that's what I love. One of the many things that I love about you, Mamita, is just honestly that you take chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're like, but it's still you. That's what I was trying to say before. That you can make it pretty, you can make it club kid, you can make it lights, you can make it all that shit. But at the end of it, it's still you.
Yes.
And Alex is still there,
Yes.
profoundly,
Yeah.
Yeah. How was COVID for you?
COVID was fine for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then I started to get cabin fever. So I said, I got to get out of here. So I decided to start doing shows in people's driveways.
I love that.
I did 45 birthdays, anniversaries. What else did I do? I think it was a gender reveal party.
Baby shower. I think you did a bunch of different ones. Yeah.
Kids parties, whatever they needed to be to do. I would literally pull my car in, had a speaker in the trunk of my car. I had to plug in the converter for the speaker. I had a smoke machine. I had my spotlight assistant, and my Sushi helped me for the very first ones. And then my friend Matt helped me in a couple, and Victor Lords helped me, at different events. So I would do that and stay social distance from the people.
Oh my God.
Perform in the street if I had to.
Okay,
perform
but what
in
a
the
great
driveway.
idea, though, TP.
Perform in the backyard.
And you also gave a little bit of money to some of your friends also, because those times were tough.
Yes, yes.
When people were doing the drag shows from their house,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was just like, oh my God, how are the girls living
That
right
was
now?
horrible. That was horrible. Trying to do shows for like live on Facebook or whatever, and trying to change by yourself.
Trying to get that.
You're trying to get the zipper.
Like, where's the zipper, mother?
In 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
Because this bitch is doing a short song.
No, and you know that you're out there with the zipper down. Oh, well,
Right.
they're not going to see my back. I won't turn around. Who
Or,
cares?
because we were doing it where people were like double screening, and then somebody would do a show, and then we would go and change. But you hear all.
You hear clack,
You're
clack,
like-
clack, 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 clack. Okay,
On
there's
the
TP
tile.
shoes. There's TP shoes.
I died.
Listen, I gotta thank you for my new bedding.
You love it, right? It's fluffy.
So
comfy.
I've been trying to get TP in bed for a while, and that statement, period. Okay, and finally, when your schedule allowed for it, you're like, yes, but I got a present for you, FayWhat. I'm gonna redo your whole bed. And I'm like, she's gonna forget. Whatever. This bitch came with like bags of stuff to redo my whole bed.
Full on
It
fluffy
looks
pink
wonderful.
comforter
I love it.
and the fluffy pillows. I didn't know if it was gonna be too gay for you.
Do you really think I'm not that gay?
No, I mean,
Do
I
I
don't
come
know.
across
I
as
don't
not
know.
gay?
No,
Do I come across as like a shy little straight girl?
No, you don't come across as a shy anything.
Okay, great. Great. Awesome. You know that people thought I was straight until like the other day? Like I've had people come up to me and be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I thought you were straight. You know, that is the biggest diss I've ever heard in my life. How dare you? How dare you?
I love
Anyway,
it.
so here at the FayWhat Show, we play a couple of games. And one of the games that we're going to play today is first thing that comes up. Whoop. All right. So I'll tell you something and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind when I say it.
Okay.
Don't be scared. It's like, shit. Okay. Okay, like if I say black, what would you think?
White.
Okay, that's fine. There is no wrong answer, bitch.
Okay, yeah,
This
yeah.
ain't the SATs. Don't worry, you all right. You get a perfect score from FayWhat, no matter what.
Beige. I said beige.
Beige, bitch, beige. All right, here we go. Michelle Obama.
Oprah. I don't know.
But that's okay. I don't know why you would think of Oprah.
Because I
but-
just think of their interview.
Okay,
I think
there
I
you
watched
go.
it the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that was a good interview.
Yes.
I love Michelle
Yeah.
Obama.
Oh,
She's
she's
got great
amazing.
arms. She's got
Yes.
great arms. Fort Lauderdale.
I don't know why I'm drawing blanks with this. Why am I drawing blanks with this?
Let it go.
Okay.
Oofa.
No me Horengekyo. Okay, let's try. So,
There. Fort Lauderdale.
homosexuals.
Netflix.
Money.
Romeo and Juliet.
I can't think of anything with that one.
J-Lo.
That dress.
Humidity.
I'm dying. Right now.
Kid Rock.
Sheryl Crow.
TikTok.
Up All Night.
The progressive flag.
I can't think of anything.
Lash glue.
Lashes.
Children.
Gay.
Basketball.
Football.
Disney.
Porn.
New York.
San Francisco.
Abortions.
Oh my God, babies.
Crypto.
Weed.
I said crypto, not crippy, bitch. Crypto.
And that's where I went. You said the first thing that come to my
Oh,
head.
man, crippy. They used to have some
I think
really
it's
good
time
crippy
for-
in Miami. Something's happened.
Well, back when Crippy was Crippy, now it's like you want to paint your room, you want to cut your grass, you want to do your homework. What do you want to do? There's a strand for that.
Which one would you like?
Now
And
the
this one's called
dispensary-
this, and this one's called this, and
Yes.
this is Skittles, and this is this, and it's that.
Yeah, you want to meditate,
I
you want
know,
to
son
masturbate.
mucho.
We got you.
But what just happened? I just want to get high. What happened to that one? Can I, just get high?
But
no,
you
that's
also,
not
it's
how
a
it
good thing
works.
because you know what you're getting. You know what's gonna come from it.
That's true.
And you also you smoking the wrong stuff, you get anxiety, or if I do sativa, I get like, so I have to do like a hybrid. I have to do like a hybrid,
Okay. Yeah.
to keep me calm and keep me chill.
Yeah. What is it? It's indica and sativa.
Indica,
right? So
sativa.
indica, they tell you to think indica in the bed.
the couch.
In the couch.
Yes.
Right? And sativa, it's
Is the cause
so
sativa?
now you know, okay? So sativa, you're like this. and
Sativa's
indica,
the
you're like-
upper, yeah.
You're chilling. Oh my
So
goodness.
then you get the hybrid, and then you get the hybrid with sativa dominant, which gives you a little
You said you learned everything here on the
little-
FayWhat Show. Now you even know how to go buy your
at the
your drugs
dispensary.
at the dispensary with
Legally.
a marijuana card legally. Okay, don't be coming for me.
Don't play.
Don't be coming for me.
Yeah.
TB, 26 years of drag. Okay, so do you retire at 40 years? Do you retire at 30 years? I love this idea about you starting your own business and or an organization where you're the one that sends out the drag queens and you get them ready and for pageantry and for whatever they want to
It's a
do.
production, basically, a production
I
company.
love that.
Yeah, I mean that's always been in my mind as a retiring thing.
But you're so freaking busy now.
No, yeah, I can't. They also wanted me to start a drag school. They were like, "Oh, you should do a drag school and teach people, have classes of different courses." I'm like, that's something I need to do to retire. If I'm not gonna be able to put my whole foot in it, if I'm not gonna be able to put my time into it, I'm not gonna do a whole drag.
Yeah,
school,
but people will love that,
Oh, yeah.
and people will pay for it. When I was a kid, there was a stupid modeling thing called Casablanca or some shit.
Casablanca's
The ugliest people would be thinking they're gonna be models. The ugliest. I'd be like, girl, really? You think I'm gonna go to Casablanca? They're gonna do my makeup. I'm
they
like,
thought
bitch,
if
you
they
lost
learned how
that
to
money.
walk.
You lost that money.
As long as I can walk, I
As
can
long
be
as
a
I can
model.
walk. No, not true. You should do that. You should
Yeah,
do that.
for
So
sure.
you know that with my name, everybody says FayWhat. So I need for you to look into that camera and do your best FayWhat.
FayWhat?
Ooh, that was good. Do it one more time.
FayWhat?
I love it. TP Lords on the FayWhat Show. Thank you so much for being
thank
with
you
me.
so much for having
I love
me.
you so
Such a
much. Like you
pleasure.
mean so much to me.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
shining and doing what you're doing. Okay,
And
don't
you
let
too.
anybody tear you down. And if anybody's coming for you, call me.
Oh, we
okay,
got
because
you.
people don't expect for me to leave people with like 4 flat tires and like throw some shit in their drink. People don't expect that from me. But this is Jersey, bitch.
I got you. No,
Okay?
for sure.
I love you
my
so
love.
much.
I love you so much.
All right, make sure you follow TP Lords on all social media. She is
Yes.
doing things. She is running this town, all right? If you want to go find an awesome show wherever she's at or anybody from the Lords family, you will be entertained, all right? We will be right back. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. You folks know that I love my drag queens, right? Right next to my gay boys, they are the blood that goes through my veins. And let me tell you, Miss Kahtya Tehnsion is one of the best drag artists out there, all right? From acting to singing, from her fabulous wigs that stars wear to being a total advocate. Kahtya got in bed with me in 2024, and this is what happened. In bed with FayWhat, the interview with the inspirational Kahtya Tehnsion. At the FayWhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people who are important to our LGBTQ plus community, and they are making such a difference. That's why I want to spotlight them in my bed. And this morning, I present to you an interview with the gorgeous, the amazing, the talented, and oh so funny Kahtya Tehnsion. Watch this. I love the art of drag, and our drag superstars here in South Florida are top notch. They are our queens, and we've got one of your favorites and mine with us today. This is Kahtya Tehnsion. Kahtya Tehnsion is a performer, host, and advocate who is originally from Omaha, Nebraska. Wow. See, I don't get that Omaha, Nebraska vibe, but she's been doing drag for 8 years and has traveled across the country performing and filming for companies like Hornitos, HBO Max, and Hulu. Kahtya has won many titles between Iowa, Nebraska, and right here in Florida, from state regional titles to bar titles to all the titles in the middle. She's a small town girl who was raised on a farm and has moved to the big city where there are still chickens roaming the streets. So it really does feel like home. Yeah. Welcome to the FayWhat Show, Kahtya Tehnsion.
Hi.
Kahtya, so how do you go from Nebraska to milking cows to Chicago to South Florida?
Well, it wasn't that much of a change. I thought it would be like moving to Chicago, where it's like big city, windy, someone's dead on the subway, and you don't know, you think they're sleeping.
But they're charging their phone.
But yeah, they're charging their phone. They're still dead, but their phone's still charging, and it's still only at 2%. But then I came here and I was like, okay, there's chickens in the street, there's dogs, cats everywhere. Like my neighborhood, we have like 12 stray cats.
Oh my God, where
and
do
I
you live?
feed them all. Like 10 minutes from here.
Where do you
live?
live?
Right outside Wilton Manors.
Okay.
If you just go down 6th Avenue.
Oh, right. Oh,
Just
you're
go
right
straight
there.
down
So you're
there.
Wilton
Yeah.
Manors adjacent. You're like right there.
And legally, I'm 1,000 feet out of city limits.
Okay. Got it.
But like,
It's
so
right there.
we have like a whole cul-de-sac, and we have a bunch of cats, raccoons, possums. I said it's the same thing, just swampier.
Just swamp here and with hurricanes. Can you milk a cow?
No, I did
Can
not.
you
make
milk
it
a
very
guy?
far.
Can you milk somebody?
Listen, I can't say it's one of my talents legally, but for insurance purposes, yes.
Exactly, and $20 is $20. Why South Florida, Kahtya?
Honestly, I kind of happened upon it randomly.
Okay.
My now ex-husband, we just sort of pointed at the map and said, we're going to go here. And it was either here or Dallas, Texas. And
Wait a minute, so you just picked, all right, so where are the worst places for LGBTQ?
Right.
Texas or Florida? Well, Florida has prettier people. Let's go there.
Well, mainly it was Florida has beaches.
Dope. It's
Bigger
true.
beaches, more beaches,
It's true.
stand.
It's true. Beaches and bitches. So
Yeah, beaches and
that's
bitches.
why.
Oh my God, that should be a whole show.
That
beaches
should be
and
it.
bitches.
Beaches and bitches. How'd you get into drag, Kahtya?
There's 2 avenues I could talk about. Homophobia.
Okay.
But also connects to a fraternity. So
Okay.
I went to college. I was discriminated a lot at that college. I went there for 3 years. I had to change my major because the head of the department wouldn't pass me.
What was your major initially?
Education.
Okay.
And my first day of class, my professor, in front of a class of 26 people, said, I believe that certain people, and then made eye contact with me, and certain groups of people should not be educating our children. She also flunked a bunch of people who had language barriers on their essays.
Oh my God.
So she was like 1,000 years old. I hope she's not there anymore.
Honey, she's dead, but it's okay.
Dead to me.
Well, yeah, whatever. We'll find out. We'll do the research later. We'll fact check.
But push came to shove, and finally I left that college, and I went to a university and joined a fraternity, of all things.
Okay.
And for their Greek week, they had a competition to see which fraternity or sorority was going to be on top. And one of the things was a drag show, and it was worth like half the points of the week.
Oh.
We were the only fraternity that had openly gay people.
And so you turned it the F out, right?
We did My Lip Gloss Be Poppin'. We did Shoes by Kelly. It was so funny. And I remember the drag queens were just like, oh, we love you so much. Like, you have something going on here. Do you want to do this more? And I said, sure. They crowned me. I tilted my head and the crown fell and broke.
No! But that might be a sign, folks. You know what I mean? Like, you've got so, come on. Like, it's, you know how they say if it rains on your wedding day, like, it's good luck? That has to be good luck.
Literally.
Right?
And it was funny because my ex-girlfriend from high school, she gave me her bra, which I'm actually... No, it's not. I'm not wearing that one today. But she gave me my blouse, and then like I had the iconic pompadour, gay pompadour haircut.
Oh my God.
And I thought that was draggy enough because I said, ooh, femboy.
Yes, and it worked.
Well, it worked.
And then
it was long enough for me to whip my hair. Because we did Whip Your Hair by Willow Smith.
Oh my God. I love that. Yeah. It's crazy how like all these right wing and all these crazy Republicans, right? When they were all in freaking fraternities, right? They did all that stuff too, And and yet they have such issues with our culture.
I've been to gay bars and I've been to fraternity parties. The fraternity parties are most commonly the more homosexual ones. I literally showed up in drag at one of the parties and I was awful. I did not look good.
For you?
Yeah. And they
For your caliber, and they were still like loving every second.
They said, you do you, sister. And I said, woo.
And these are the same people that like, have to act like they hate us. Kahtya, what is the hardest part about being a queen in South Florida?
Specifically about South Florida, it's very cutthroat. I've traveled and performed all over the country. From Vegas. I haven't done New York yet, but I really want to.
Okay.
LA, all over, even in other parts of Florida. And like in Florida, like there's a great community, but it's very cutthroat. Everyone wants to work. There's a bunch of places to work, but somehow those places are still limited.
Yeah.
We try to reach out to new bars, and there's a lot of like closet homophobic bar owners. So like while there should be 1,000 places for us to work,
there isn't.
It's still limited.
It's crazy how you say the cutthroat aspect, because I know from being blessed having many drag sisters in my life that you girls stick together. Somebody F's with you, oh, you guys are all getting together, and I feel bad for people, right? But within you, there is a cattiness and there is a cutthroat, and it's like, again, I'm not a drag queen, but just looking from the outside in and being blessed to work with so many of you, I think it's an economic thing. I think it's because I know how drag queens get paid here. I know how drag queens get paid in LA, WeHo, New York, Chicago, other places. And by what I know, my limited knowledge, you guys get paid a lot less here. Like just a lot less in comparison. You think that's why the cutthroatness is?
So I think so we're traveling a lot. For resident queens, we get paid more.
Okay.
Because when I travel, the resident queens are lucky to get tip spots sometimes. It's common to have a tip spot rather than $50, $75. Like we get paid to walk in through the door as a resident, as someone who lives here. Now, when we travel, you get a booking fee, you get money.
Travel,
So you feel like that's what it would be like there, but you're getting treated as a guest rather than a resident.
Got it.
So here, the residents get paid more. However, because we get paid more here, we rely on that as income.
Yeah.
So we all need to work. We all need to pay our bills. We all need to, and it feels like if you take a gig here, you might be stepping on someone's toes. So you have to be very careful and very understanding that like while you might want this gig, there's also 1,000 other girls who might want this gig
Yeah,
too.
and what does that come with, right? Are you working for somebody that like maybe might not pay you or might not book you again? So is it worth taking this gig over this one? Like,
Right.
fuck, what a mind fuck that is. Like,
Right.
holy crap. And to keep that all straight while trying to pay your freaking bills.
Absolutely.
You know, like it's the constant hustle of it all.
And my suggestion to any queen across the country is if you want to do drag full time, get an LLC. You will have a lot of protections if you do that. It's easier to file your taxes. But also have a side gig that you can rely on. So for me, like I do hair.
Yes. We're going to talk about your wig, your wigstress love. But before we get to that, like, so I'm sorry to keep on delving on this,
good,
right?
you're good.
But like, okay, let's just say you're getting paid a certain amount to come through the door.
Yeah.
Is that like a tenth of what it maybe cost you to put a whole drag look together, including
Absolutely.
wig, outfit, makeup, time, travel, and all of that?
Absolutely. So if you buy a styled wig, that alone from a good stylist who works a lot, a simple style can be anywhere between $150 to $200.
Wow.
And that's without shipping. So that's only if you're buying local.
Okay.
I don't know about every girl, but for me, I buy costumes that some are from Amazon, obviously, but then I buy $100 and some odd dollars worth of stones to add to it.
Got it.
Or
you make it your own. You bedazzle
yeah.
the crap out of it.
yeah. Or like you, this is also very common. You buy a costume that you commissioned from someone across the country. They don't make it, so you're out the money, and you have to make that up. Or my favorite is I have one of my favorite designers is in Mexico. And what would normally cost like $1,000 here, he's making for like $500-600.
But fuck, Kahtya, that's $500-600 like on one outfit. You know what I mean? And these gay boys will remember. Kahtya wore that for that place. Because I know I feel that way about my dresses, and that's on a way lower caliber. You know, we're like, didn't you wear that to the motherfucker?
Like if you post a picture in it, it's a lot.
That's it. That's it. What is the best part about being part of South Florida drag?
I think you kind of brushed on it. Like we do come together very easily. If someone's being wronged, people do come together. While it's cutthroat, it's very much a community.
Yeah.
We do care for each other. While we might get catty at the end of the day, like we still love and care for each other so much.
Yeah, because nobody knows what you girls go through unless you're another girl going through that. Unless you've tucked your own shit.
Baby. Or
Nobody knows
unless
the
you've been
struggle.
binding.
You know?
Or like we do a lot of body modification, whether it's permanent or not. Like to be in a show, like I have calluses on my feet that I'll never recover
forever. How long does it take you to get ready? Like, okay, we did the undercover Santa thing that you were incredible out at for Bill Schultz, right? For our incredible representation over there at the police. And how long did that take you to put that together, for example?
Like to get makeup and padded and everything. I would say if I'm rushing, if I'm really pushing it, I can do it in an hour.
Okay. Wow.
But if I want to look good, if I want to take my time, and I have something that takes 2 people to get me into, anywhere between like an hour and a half to 4 hours. Like, I mean, if you give me time, I'm gonna take up that time.
Yeah. I'm gonna put music on. I'm gonna be on Facebook. I'm gonna talk to my friend. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let this dry. I did have a challenge once where someone said, "Oh, you can't get trade while you're getting ready. We only have a certain amount of time." I said, "Baby, I'm gonna send you a video," and I did as I was painting. And so, and when I tell you that man was like NFL football player, like so handsome. It's always a small town, guys. It's always a small town, guys. I always tell people who are beginning their time entertaining, right, or being a host or something like that, that no one knows a mistake unless you tell them.
Yes.
Okay, like I have hosted with shit failing, okay?
Yeah.
A shoe cutting my circulation, a zipper just cracking, and you know it just cracked, you know? And I'm not telling anybody out there. I'm gonna finish what I have to say and then slowly get off the stage and make it happen, right?
Exactly.
Have you had like a showtime malfunction that you can think about?
Oh, yes. So there's a few. Between heels breaking, like even walking onto the stage, or like, so some bars, they don't think about screws that are sticking out on their stages. So it rips your dress.
Oh my God.
But my favorite, well, not favorite, most memorable. I was at a bar. I was going to be hosting a show. I was filling in for someone. And the overture was playing. I was getting zipped. And the DJ didn't like check in with me. And I wish he did. because the one time he didn't, something went wrong. My zipper completely busted. And so here I am, practically naked in the dressing room. Overture's done. And the girls are trying to get me in this other dress. Granted, most of my stuff stretches, so it's not hard to get me in it.
Okay.
But like, you're sitting there, you're like, I'm supposed to be talking on stage right now, but
Yeah.
my zipper completely busted. And yeah, so that was the number one thing. But
No, zippers are the devil.
Yeah.
Okay, like zippers
Absolutely.
are the mother
especially
effing
if
devil.
it's a dress from Shein or Amazon.
Listen, don't even. It doesn't even have to be that. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a subscription to Rent the Runway, right?
Okay.
Because I don't have the money to pay $500 for a dress, right? This way, I have a subscription. I pay one price every month.
Yeah.
They send me 6 dresses. I return them. I don't have to wash them or anything,
Right.
right? But those side zipper bitches.
Oh yeah,
And
the
side
invisible
boob
zippers.
and side
Oh.
boob, right? And it gets caught there. And if you're getting dressed by yourself,
Yes,
you know, they're the devil.
especially if you can't reach it.
They're the devil. And I can't imagine with the padding and the other stuff too. Like, fuck. So Kahtya, your style of drag is like, to me, it's like Barbie, campy, fun, beauty, dancer, because you fucking bring it, you know?
Little pas de bourrée.
Where'd that come from? Is there like a celebrity or someone that inspires you to put that whole little total package together?
So originally in Nebraska, we have these girls who can dance. Like, there's a girl back home who can probably keep up with Kennedy Davenport.
What?
Skinny
What,
little
KD?
thing.
What?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Kennedy's met her. Her name's Destiny Michelle.
Okay.
So I would never was taught how to dance. I don't know how to dance properly.
Okay.
But I was able to watch them and be like, okay, those are some simple things. Like, you just point the toe and spin a little bit. But like, I'm
She
very
does more
good at
than
like,
that. That's bullshit. But okay.
but like, I'm very good at like watching and learning as I'm watching.
Like you're quick to pick it up,
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Almost like mirroring someone's motions. Now there's a lot of things I can't do. Like, I'm not very flexible.
Okay.
I can't split yet.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Have you ever made your own garment?
Oh,
Have you ever
absolutely.
tried? Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I've popped the sewing machine back out. I've made
Nice.
myself a few dresses and swimsuits lately. And since I have access to like ostrich feather boas, I've been like making sleeves
Adding
out
it.
of ostrich.
I love
Yeah.
that. You ran for Miss Wynwood Pride and you
Oh, that was fun.
blew me away. I was blessed to be one of the judges and you were so freaking incredible, Kahtya. Have you ever, I mean, it's the question that they asked every drag queen. I just ask it because, any thoughts of applying to RuPaul's Drag Race? Is that something that you would want to?
I mean, I would want to, but I
mean, that's a
I
dumb
need to
question.
take time.
Everybody
Yeah.
would. You know
Everyone
what I
wants
mean?
to.
But
I think I'm gonna take some time to myself. I mean, I've been going through shit, girl.
Yeah.
And I just need to recenter myself and think about me.
You've only been here a couple of years, Mama,
Mhm.
and you came here in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you got here and ran with it, and you've
Yeah.
been running with it. Relationships, business, life, money, economics, sickness, everything like you've had to deal with. I think you're doing pretty good for all that crap. Let me tell you.
Thank
All
you.
right. So let's talk about the wigs, okay? Because
Okay.
you're the wigstress. you're the wigstress, okay, of Wilton Manors and beyond. Okay, people
you.
love your freaking wigs. Okay, I know quite a few queens that have sat right here in this bed who swear by your mother effing wigs. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass because these bitches hate everybody. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna give love to anybody.
Right.
But when it comes to a good piece of product that they're gonna use often and respect it, when they talk about your wigs, that's how they talk about it, you know? I remember coming across your live one day, right? And I'm like, why the fuck is Kahtya doing a live about wigs, right? And so she's got the wig on, she's got no makeup on, the wig is not cut, right? And I'm like, why is she
What is
doing
she
this, right?
doing?
But then I'm looking and it's 3,000 views, 400 people watching right now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I should shut the hell up and start watching. So then I put it on the big screen and start watching it. You know what I mean?
It's like primetime television.
It really is. I got the popcorn and everything. I almost bought a freaking wig and I didn't need one, you know? Where did that come from? And which queens do you love to sell your wigs to that you see them on stage and you're like, that's my shit?
Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, I had a recent development where one of my wigs finally made it on Canada vs. the World. On Kennedy Davenport.
What?
And like it wasn't like a super like big thing, but I was like, that's my work. I did it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But I do have a few queens on upcoming seasons who, wore my hair as well.
Okay.
And so I'm very excited for that. But like, So I started getting into hair because I used to buy wigs. And I bought from this one girl who was fully ripping me off. I paid for the price of 3 wigs to be sewn together, and it was only 2. And I knew something was off. I didn't know anything about hair. And finally, like, after 2 years of me doing hair, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is fully 2 wigs. And I paid like $350 for something
expecting
I was
it
told.
to be 3 wigs.
Right.
Together,
Like,
yeah.
they told me it was going to be 3. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I need to do this myself. This is, it's not hard. It's not hard. It was a lot harder than I thought.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? If I don't want to get ripped off, I'm just going to do it myself.
Entrepreneur for your ass.
Yeah. And then my new thing was like, I want to stay affordable for the other queens who have experienced this too.
Yeah.
Because like wigs aren't cheap.
No,
they're not. Like,
no, they're not. They're not. I mean, I know one of your kids, Bonnie Builder, who is on my show today and a really good friend of mine. I just adore watching her star just keep on shining in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
And she is a true testament to how incredible your wigs are. Because that bitch don't like anybody.
And she
she'll
whips them
tell you.
around.
Well, she will give them a run for their money. You know, like, you know that shit ain't a beauty supply wig. How she be doing it?
She shows up at my house one day. She goes, hey, can you fix this? I said, yes, maybe. She didn't even pull it out of the bag yet. And I was like, maybe.
What did you do to this? You know, she'd be having sex with those wigs. That's what it is.
Right. But I pulled it out. I said, okay, I could do this. Let me just throw it in the washing machine. Wring it out. But no, it really wasn't that bad. Like, and I mean, I would like to say my wigs hold up pretty well. You could throw them across the room and 9 times out of 10, they're going to hold up unless it's like a very structured wig. And even then, sometimes it'll hold up. Like, my biggest goal is like, I want people to have a product that's going to last. And, you know, we're rough with our shit.
Yeah.
We're so rough with it.
We're so rough.
And like,
people are hugging you and tugging at you, and you're doing dances, and you're sweating, and you're padded, and it's just all of that. The wind. Oh, I mean, there's just so much.
Yeah, like Maya on the page, I made a few wigs for her, and I knew for a fact she was going to be doing tumbles in it.
Yes.
And so I used 3 different hairsprays on the front, and to this day, the front still looks the exact same as when I gave it to her.
Oh my God, I love me some Maya. She just got added to Aquaplex, and she's just such an incredible human, and
So
another
talented.
just so talented.
This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. So that's it. That's the FayWhat Show. I hope that you had fun. Wasn't that awesome seeing some of the interviews and segments from the past? I love it. You know, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. And sometimes I got to tell you, it's hard for us girls. But if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore. And that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity because it is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. Follow FayWhat. Until next Tuesday at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat. Woo! That was too much turkey. And I am #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows and a full belly this Thanksgiving Day. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. Love you. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #thatgirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #thatgirl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too.